Welcome everybody, we are here at the DJ shop taking a quick first look at the brand new Reloop Mixtour Pro controller designed in conjunction with Algoriddim DJ and Laidback Luke. Let's take a look. What we have here is the Reloop Mixtour Pro, designed in collaboration with Algoriddim DJ and the DJ Laidback Luke. This is the new generation of the Mixtour product. You may remember the Mixtour of old was one of the very early Algoriddim DJ controllers. This takes things up a notch, makes use of some of the advanced AI features that are in the new djay Pro AI software from Algoriddim. And let's take a quick look here. We'll fire it up and see what we've got. So we connect it to our iPhone via USB-C cable, power the unit on, and we can see that one of the new features is you can now run this bus powered from your mobile device, which is a very cool feature for DJs that are on the road. If you're traveling somewhere, you're in the car, you're on the train, and you just want to get your set together quickly without having to plug into the mains. So that's a very nice new feature. This does also have USB-C power delivery, so you can plug it into a mains and then output to your device, all via USB-C, power running through the unit for data and power, which will then charge your device. Point to note that this will obviously drain the battery on your device as you're using it bus powered. So we take a look at the unit, very quick overview coming top down. Master volume on the top, we have our tracks encoder, allowing you to browse and load tracks from your library. 2 mixer channel strips with a 3-band EQ, dedicated gain control and dedicated high pass low pass filter knob at the bottom. Nice pro feature, nothing's doubled up, you don't have to go through any second layers to get to your filters, for example, which some lower end controllers do. This little button either side triggers Algoriddim's neural mix on and off, so this allows you to control the 3 main elements of the track. You've got drums, harmonics and vocals, all controllable via the EQ knobs. When switched off, these are a traditional high, low, mid EQ section. The filter is always on. A slight turn will light up the blue light to let you know that it's working. The pads down the center of the mixer are full RGB pads, controlling a number of functions, which we select via the mode button on top. Hold down mode, and then each pad is labeled with its function. By pressing the split button, this splits the 8 pads into 2 groups of 4. So now we can have 4 pads dedicated to the left side and then 4 pads dedicated to the right side. If you're on all the way left, this gives you all 8 pads controlling the left deck, and mode all the way to the right gives you all 8 pads controlling the right deck. Nice function depending on what pad features you use. You might want quick access to hot cues on both sides. Other times, if you're utilizing, for example, the pad effects section, maybe you want effects on one side, you want cues on the other. Just a high degree of flexibility when using the controller. Moving down to the effects section in the middle, so we have 2 on-off paddles which lock when in the up position. Wet dry knob is in the center, and then you have some parameter controls left and right for changing beat times, and also when using shift will allow you to change the actual effect that's triggered as well. We have headphone cues, and we also then have our transport section below that. You have 4 buttons on either side: play, pause and cue. Not too much explanation needed. Play and pause playback and resume playback. Cue will go back to the most recently set floating cue point. When the track is paused, you can set that cue point and play from that position. Sync, so primarily the lack of jog wheels on this controller, you're going to be using sync. The tempo engine is very good in Algoriddim DJ. Beat sync, key lock, key sync, all of these features are included and are situated throughout the controller on various shift layers. The in out X button up here, so this is your one button loop controls. So we press it once to set a loop point, press it a second time to set the loop out point, press it a third time to exit the loop. When we are in a loop, you can use the mode button to half that loop size and double that loop size. Single press to exit. Below that we have our full length channel faders, crossfader as well. Nice resistance, nice glide on these faders, very smooth action. Nice full size, full length as well, something you don't often see on a compact controller. So what they've really tried to do here is give the features as professional as possible in a very small and compact unit. So this unit is based on the Reloop Mixtour, given its Pro badge by working in collaboration with Laidback Luke, who had some very specific demands of his older Mixtour that just wasn't quite cutting it on his big festival stages. So he has worked very closely with Reloop to add a few new unseen features on the Mixtour Pro. Firstly, power. The old unit used a external power supply which was bulky. If you lost it, you were in trouble because you had no way to use it. This utilizes USB-C inputs and will allow you to actually use the unit bus powered from your portable device. So what I've got here, I just have it plugged into my iPhone via USB-C cable, and that is both powering the unit and the software. We do also have power delivery on this unit, so you can plug it into a mains, which will then charge your device at the same time for longer sets. Using the bus power option is a very flexible way of working that allows you to put last minute touches to your set or try different track lists actually while you're traveling to a gig, or if you're just sat on the sofa at the night and you don't need to run to a mains power and get it plugged in or be tethered to the wall, you can actually move this around with you, adding to its portability. The pad section now features full RGB colorways and a multitude of pad modes which are selectable via the mode buttons on either side. And then the pad section can be split down the middle, so you have 4 pads affecting the left channel and the other 4 pads affecting the right channel. This is good for when you're in high pressure scenarios and you need quick access to certain features. You can have them preloaded without worrying about not affecting the deck that you're currently working on. Also new is the one button loop feature. This is a feature designed by Laidback Luke, who just wanted to be able to put in and exit loops very quickly without hitting multiple buttons. So this works very simply just by setting in a loop point, setting a loop out point, and exit the loop. On the front panel, we have a mono stereo switch. If you are on a big stage or running through a big sound system, depending on how the engineer has this set up, whether he gives you a stereo or a mono feed. Very useful feature when in a pinch, when one channel might perhaps go down either on the unit or on the main system. Switching it to mono allows that both the left and the right channels are going to be heard out of any remaining speakers. Again, another good pro feature that really gets you out of a jam when the unexpected happens. This also features a 24-bit sound card internal. The previous unit only had 16-bit, which is generally what you find on your more entry-level controllers. 24-bit sound cards are common across all pro grade high-end controllers, of which this absolutely is. It has just been condensed into a small format for easy transportation, quick setup, and ready access to all of the pro features that you might need on a controller. Around the back of the unit, things are very simple. We have an audio output, a pair of gold-plated RCAs. Power is dealt with via USB-C. Now you can run this in 2 configurations. The port here on the left nearest the audio connection is for connecting to your iOS device, your mobile device, or your computer. The unit can be run bus powered from this output alone, meaning it draws the power from the device. You can also plug in a second power supply to this port, and it will deliver the power through the unit and then charge your device at the same time. Round on the front panel we have a 3.5mm headphone port and a mono stereo switch which affects the output of the Mixtour Pro. Okay, so that was the Mixtour Pro, designed by Reloop in conjunction with Algoriddim DJ and Laidback Luke. This is available very, very soon at the DJ shop.